those who have asked me my stand concerning the 2023 general election, let me state something. In 2014, the people who are actually governing this country today, they were going about with their rhetorics, telling us one story or the other. But today, after 7 years down the line, it is all clear before us that the rhetorics they were telling us in 2014 that persuade Nigerians to vote for them in 2015, they completely failed. So the rhetorics you're seeing these whole people telling us today, for me and for us in African socialism, is not moving us. Because let me tell you something. Prior to the party primaries, you see those who were aspirants, you were seeing them going to shopping mall to buy ice cream and linking with the people. You see them eating moi moi with the local people on the street. You see them eating corn with the local women on the street. Today, for those of them who won the party primaries and became the presidential candidate, and those of them who lost the party primaries, how many of them has come back to eat with the local people on the street or to buy ice cream, eat moi moi and eat corn? You're not seeing them again. So their rhetorics, they are all telling, moving from one places to the other, saying today, for we in African socialism, we are not moved by this rhetorics. In African socialism, we understand the fact that poverty is deliberately created by the Nigerian state, the political class, against the people. And you agree with me, a poor man is a man that cannot keep morals. I'm not to talk about adding it with ignorance. So, with the state of Nigeria, with the system of governing this country, with how Nigeria is being structured, the rhetorics they are telling us, but they won't bring the needed change that Nigerians are yearning for. I've always said this thing. No matter who comes into power in 2023, they won't give the Nigerian people the development they are looking for. Let me state this one thing be very clear. In one of my earlier video, I said that the Nigerian constitution denies the people economic right. Now let me prove to you. When you read section 6, subsection 6, paragraph C of the constitution, I won't have much time, I won't quote it here for you. When you go through that section, section 6, subsection 6, paragraph C, then now go to chapter 2 of the constitution. The chapter 2 of the constitution said, is titled Fundamental, Objective, and Directive Principle of State Policy. When you look at section 17, 18, 19, 20, down to 22, you see that the economic right is being captured, the social right, the environmental right, and every fundamental right is supposed to bring development to the people of Nigeria. But section 6, subsection 6, paragraph C, derogates the government from carrying out those rights. It simply means that any state governor or federal authority, now whether the president or state governors or any political officer, can decide to stay in office without building industries. The people cannot hold them accountable. They can decide to stay in office without building hospital, without building roads, without building good schools, and the people cannot hold them responsible. That's why you can see a governor can stay in office for 4 years, 8 years. The president can stay without employment, without bringing social change to the people, without changing the livelihood of the people, without affecting the economic life and the social status of the people economically for good. You can't take them to court. Even when you take them to court, the court won't be able to hold them responsible because of section 6, subsection C, paragraph C of the Nigerian Constitution, 1999 as amended 2011. So you see, so the system of running Nigeria clearly derogates and denies the people and help the government to shy away from carrying out their social responsibility. And we in African socialism, we have always called that if you really want a new Nigeria, create a union government. Clear devolution of power from the federal down to the component unit. And we have given an option. If you don't want to use the 36 states, devolve power to the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. Draft a new constitution. A constitution that will clearly enforce the social welfare of the people. A constitution that will enforce the economic right, the educational right, the social right, and even the environmental right of the people will be clearly enforced. Because with the present constitution, you can't hold government responsible for not building good schools, for not providing social life, good things for the people. So, whether any party comes into power in 2023, my dear, with the way they have weaponized ignorance, they have weaponized poverty against the Nigerian state, we won't get it right. And I always say this. One thing is pending in Nigeria, whether we like it or not. Revolution is pending in this country. The 2020 EndSARS whatever, in strategic studies or in conflict studies, we call it early warning signal. The EndSARS protest is and was early warning signal to the Nigerian state. And I'll tell you, if the Nigerian state did not wake up to its responsibility, if the needful is not done to provide good social life for the people, a time will come that revolution will blow up this country. I tell you nothing but the truth. What do you expect in a country that 90 millions out of the 200 million Nigerians are in extreme poverty? What do you expect in a country that over 20 million children are out of school? 20 million children that will grow to adulthood without formal education, without skill acquisition. How do you manage them in this? How do they fit in? How do they live? How do you think that hostility, criminality, kidnapping, terrorism, banditry will stop? If 20 million children are out of school, what is the population of Finland? Finland is 5 million. Sweden is almost not less than 10 million people. Even Romania. This is the whole population of a whole country. But in Nigeria, 20 million children out of school. And you think there will be peace, and you think there will be good society, and you think there will be morals, and you think that all this fraudster, scam, and whatever is happening, the social immorality in Nigeria will stop. The criminality, it won't stop. Until we wake up and do the right thing. Until the people decide to hold the government accountable. And you can only hold the government accountable when a good document is being promulgated in this country. The Constitution of Nigeria, I remain the fact, and I'll tell you that it is a false document. Who were even those that promulgated the Constitution in 1999? Military men from the Federal Military Supreme Council. Military men who understand nothing about civil governance. It is very clear. People will tell you this, that even when President Olusegun Obasanjo was sworn into power in 1999, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was not made public to the people. And this is the document you're using to govern the people. And you can see where we are. And I've said it, with the yearnings and the aspiration of the people of Nigeria, even 2023 general election will not solve the problem. What will solve the problem of Nigeria is, one, create a union government based on state welfareism. And African socialism can do that. Thank you.